The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, meaning union. Yoga is an ancient spiritual practice that involves meditation and focused breathing while an individual moves through a series of stylized postures or asanas. Yoga requires focused effort in moving through the different poses, controlling the body and breathing at a steady rate. It has been hypothesized that this focus on one's body, mind, and breath during yoga practice enhances one's cognitive control over stress and anxiety. Large numbers of both Americans and Europeans have recently engaged in the practice of yoga for its marketed health benefits. Yoga continues to be marketed as a method to empower well-being and reduce stress. Some studies have found that yoga can have immediate positive psychological effects by decreasing anxiety, depression, and stress. These studies suggest that yoga has a quieting effect on the sympathetic nervous system and on the body's response to stress. In a study conducted by Mikhailson and colleagues, mentally distressed women were evaluated for potential effects of a 12-week Iyengar Hatha yoga course on perceived stress and associated psychological outcomes. 24 female volunteers were recruited by a local newspaper advertisement that offered women with high levels of perceived stress a 3-month-long yoga course. The participants were divided into 2 groups. The first served as an experimental group, and each member participated in the 12-week yoga course. The second served as a waiting list control group and did not participate in the yoga course. The course required the subjects to attend 2 weekly 90-minute Iyengar yoga classes. The results were assessed on entry into the program and 3 months after the start of the program by a variety of perceived stress tests and inventories. The results showed that women who participated in the 12-week yoga training demonstrated significant improvements in perceived stress, anxiety, well-being, vigor, fatigue, and depression. In conclusion, women suffering from mental distress who participated in a 3-month-long Iyengar yoga course showed significant improvements on measures of stress and psychological outcomes, thus highlighting the fact that regular yoga practice can help the body cope with stress and decrease its overall negative effects. Yoga has also been hypothesized to enhance attentional processes, which in turn can help benefit one's performance on a range of cognitive tasks. Yoga as a physical therapy uses physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation techniques. Together, these have been shown to improve several cognitive functions such as executive function, attention, intelligence, memory, and concentration. Some studies have found that cognitive stimulation and physical activity practiced through yoga has a role in promoting cognitive function, preventing cognitive decline and dementia in elderly people. A recent study aimed at testing the effects of a yoga-based intervention on memory and other cognitive control functions in residents of elderly homes. Subjects were recruited from elderly homes in and around Bangalore City, India, and all aged above 60 years. A number of tests to assess verbal, visual, and working memory were used as baseline measures. After the baseline assessments, subjects were separated into 2 groups. One group received a yoga-based intervention. The other group served as a waiting list control and did not receive any intervention during the study. Subjects in the yoga group participated in daily 60-minute yoga-based interventions by a trained yoga therapist for 6 months. As a result of the yoga-based intervention, subjects in the yoga group showed significant improvement in immediate and delayed recall of verbal and visual memory, attention and working memory, verbal fluency, and executive function and processing speed when compared to the waitlisted controls. In conclusion, yoga-based intervention appears to be beneficial to improve several domains of cognitive function in elderly living in residential care homes. In summary, regular yoga practice has been found to help the body cope with its response to stress, which in turn can help facilitate better performance on a range of cognitive tasks. Personally, I have experienced the benefits of yoga therapy on mental distress and increased cognitive attention. I found yoga my freshman year of college during a time when I was making tough transitions, both academically and socially. College was a big turning point in my life that brought on large amounts of stress and anxiety. I attended my first yoga class that spring and felt as though I took a breath of fresh air for the first time. Yoga not only helped me cope with the challenges I faced that first year of college, but also helped me focus. I found myself better allotting attention to certain tasks, which resulted in increased efficiency in carrying out my studies. I have been practicing yoga for 4 years now and continue to reap the benefits from regular practice. For me, yoga is not just a physical therapy, but a big part of my daily lifestyle.